seems ridiculous. How long did it take you to get that $70? So let's talk about something real.
Okay.
The message you're sending here is you don't really care that much. And I just wanted to clarify that for you.
I wish I could care more about this argument, Michael. But considering how unfair you're being, it's just one of those things I have to take in stride and take philosophically.
I'm not entirely sure how exactly I'm supposed to have been unfair. It seems thus far that anyone who doesn't agree with you pretty much is wrong. Anyone who doesn't do exactly what you want is wrong. I'm just grateful that I'm not a talking vagina or not sharing my real opinion like someone we know.
And I think I pretty much made that point.
Oh, absolutely. You made that point perfectly. Except for a couple of minor things. Any kind of facts, any kind of consideration of things that actually happened, and also anything that actually, dovetails with the reality of this universe. But we'll get to that in a little bit.
But maybe I haven't put it as succinctly as I did just now.
The fact that you didn't think that I've done all this stuff wrong and that you've done nothing wrong is quite ludicrous to me. And the fact that you have been trying to enlist everybody's help is weird. The conversation I had with Steve makes you sound like a crazy person. I don't know what the hell that's about.
Well, I don't know either. Steve smokes a lot of pot. Yeah, I've tried to enlist some help, especially since I haven't had time to argue with you personally. I was hoping that others would see my point of view, but I realized they're not privy to a lot of the private emails and whatnot that you've sent me. So they probably just don't have the point of view, not only the emails you sent me, but the years and years of our paths together. At any rate, that's why I'll be, after I get done making my responses to your stuff, I'll be making a response to Lisa.
Alright, so let's recap, shall we, people? If you agree with everything that Tad says about me being a horrible and debased person and basically blaming me for everything that's wrong in the universe, then you are a blessed and holy being. If, on the other hand, you don't agree with Tad, well, obviously, you don't have the right point of view. You are not of the body of Landrew. You are obviously one of those wrong-thinking people, but it's okay because you just don't have all the knowledge that Tad has. Because if you had all the knowledge Tad has, you would understand that he is right about everything. Simple enough. Man, I wish I had known that a while ago.
Well, hopefully I can enlist her help, sympathy, and support.
Well, I'm a little confused. You keep telling me that Lisa, aside from being a talking vagina, is only going to give you this mamby-pamby, feel-good, touchy bullshit of an answer, and if she has a real opinion, she never uses it, and she's my yes man. Why is she going to offer you her support and loving caresses? Oh wait, that was a different thing. Sorry, I'm mixing up messages there. Bit of a metaphor shift. Why exactly is she going to be helping you? If I understand this correctly, your logic is so bulletproof and perfect that Lisa will have no chance but to agree with everything you said and just think I'm horrible. Didn't you try that same thing with Steve? Did it work? What about with Elmer? Just wondering.
Part of me, the paranoid side of me is tempted to think that, like, you just decided, that maybe you decided a long time ago you were going to do something like this, and that maybe you made these plans with Lisa. What?
Yep, you figured us out, dude. I thought we were clever, but we weren't. All those times when I wrote you letters when you were in prison, all those times when I sent you money, all those phone cards I bought, that's right, it was all leading up to this moment when I decided, hey, you're not that great a friend, I don't want to do this anymore. That's the big payoff. The big payoff is, surprise, I don't like the way you're treating me, and I spent a bunch of money on our friendship and talked to you for 20 years. That is a great one. That's the best con job ever. You will rue the day you crossed me and my evil plan with my henchman Lisa. We are geniuses. Never mess with us again.
There's no way I could ever find out if you had, and it is a bit of a paranoid speculation, but it almost seems that way to me sometimes. Because, like I say, it comes down to this. I can't believe, like I said, I should have said last tape before this series of tapes, I can't believe you think you're in the right on this stuff. It just doesn't, that's unreal to me.
I like to think that Steve was stoned when he talked to you, and that you're not actually looping, but I have my doubts. Your audio response was horrible and completely just ridiculous. You backed up absolutely nothing. You addressed very little, and thus far, you showed more concern when I said your blog wasn't a music blog than you have about my issues, the way that you have not been a very good friend.
Yeah, that seems to be your method of excusing the fact that you said it wasn't a music blog, and I asked you what criteria you were using to judge that it wasn't a music blog, and then you just completely stopped talking about it. And that's something you've been doing over and over again. It's one of like 3 things you've been doing during this argument. Are just mind-boggling to me. They're not only mind-boggling, but insulting, etc. There's the fact that every time you lose one of your points, you don't acknowledge it. You just pretend like you'd never brought it up. And that's the point I'm getting to right now.
Okay, let me see if I got this straight. When I lose the argument or lose the point, I don't acknowledge it, and then I pretend like I never brought it up. Could it be that when you're keeping score in your head, and I'm obviously losing these points, that I have no way of knowing that? Dude, there's so many things that I've talked about that you just blew off in all your responses. I would be curious to see what you thought of the birthday present principle. Hopefully on this tape, I will hear you clearly say, Steve didn't get me anything for my birthday. Lisa didn't get me anything for my birthday. You got me something for my birthday. You don't remember what it was, but it was really cool. You, in fact, didn't give me anything for my birthday. That's not that surprising. But what is surprising is the fact that you can't remember what you got me, but you know it's cool, and you're confident about it. Like, that's some Nelson Mandela effect right there. That in and of itself makes me wonder how you can be so confident about all this other stuff. It's one of two things, dude. Either I was your friend for a long time, or I wasn't. And if I was your friend for all that time, then how come I don't get any of the benefit of the doubt? How come all of this stuff is my fault? How come all of these things are negative about me? It really starts to sound like this is just how you operate. You can't stand to look at the way you act, and you're going to have to make it about me. Well, I'm still waiting for you to respond to Lisa and her very long, well-thought-out response to what you had to say. I will be honest with you. I don't think you're going to come up with anything. I actually don't think you're ever going to do it. I would say it's 70-30 that you'll come up with some excuse like she didn't do the forms in triplicate and dot the I's across the T's, so you're not going to bother. Or she didn't really do what she was supposed to, and she didn't apply the right formula, so really it would be a waste of time, and you have much more important things to do. Or some other excuse that you're just saying because, you know, you got nothing. You may not value her opinion, and you may have said some stuff about her, you know, kind of limited intelligence and all that, but her response was
10 miles, take
very cogent, and it really had some stuff to say. I'd be very curious to see how you respond to what she had to say. I mean, are you going to blame her like you blame me for everything? Are you just going to say it's all Michael's fault? Or are you actually going to be able to, you know, tell her stuff? I mean, yeah, you could probably tell her that whole birthday present thing, because she doesn't know that you didn't get me a birthday present. Oh, wait. She does now. Man, I messed that up, didn't I?
Or I've been getting to right now. And I've discussed all of the other ones earlier in this series of tapes.
Maybe, maybe not. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you just take a shit on everything I do, no matter how much work I put into it. Is another one of them.
Weird. Okay, so this shit taking, feel free to come up with some examples. I can wait. Feel free to send them to me. No problem.